Hello guys, welcome back to Man's Park, the place where a man parks. Today we are going to talk about the Premier League and specifically transfers. Looking at the table, it has really rearranged itself. You can see the top teams and those that are likely to go to relegation. So before we talk about the transfers, my name is Vincent, and I'm joined by my very good friend and the number one Chelsea fan, the guy, the people of Reflector, Dennis Daribi. Welcome.
Thank you, Vincent. Hi guys, welcome to the channel again on behalf of the crew. Looking forward to this conversation because I think Premier League is becoming the real thing that we have to watch as Kenyan football lovers. This is the football that we have to enjoy every weekend. Yeah. So looking forward to see what you have in store for us for this weekend. I know, of course, there are so many things that have happened through the transfer window. Now it's closed. Yeah. We want to see how changes have happened within the different and various teams.
Yes.
And let's see what happens within the season because so many interesting things are happening so far.
Yeah.
So many controversies as well.
Yes.
From the VAR perspective, I think there are so many things to talk about in terms of football. So guys, don't miss these. Every time we upload the video, check it out, see what we have, and more of it, just give us a comment and tell us exactly what your opinion is on the content that we're talking about.
Yes, exactly. And before we go deep into the transfer transactions that have taken place, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for 5 years of good luck. So before we really go into the transfer, we want to talk about the top four. And the top four is very, very important because this is the number of teams that are going to make it to the Champions League. Looking at the way the table is, I have a very good feeling that some teams will make it, others that were there are not going to make it, for example. Arsenal will have to be there, it is on the top of the table. So you expect a lot. But I want to get a prediction from a Chelsea fan perspective. What do you think is your number one to four teams for this 2022-2023 Premier League season?
Thank you, Vincent. I think, man, you're exciting me. You're gassed up, man, about Arsenal. It's just 2 games, 3 games, 4 games into the season, and you were already talking about them being in the top 4. So I don't know if they can sustain that, for how long they can do that. They are playing very well right now.
Yeah.
But we all know Arsenal. After 6 weeks, things change. They're back to number 6, number 7, number 8. So looking at my prediction, it's very interesting because it's very difficult to call, especially for the number 1 and 2 teams.
Yeah.
It can only be either Man City, looking again, probably a surprise team, Tottenham being number 2. I think number 3 is reserved for Chelsea. It has been reserved for Chelsea for a while now. We have not improved from where we were last season. So I think we'll maintain number 3. Yeah. The start is not the best, but looking at it, I think we have a chance of ending at number 3.
Yeah.
And I'll be very generous. I'm not sure the North London rivals, Tottenham or Arsenal, who we should be ticking for number 4, but I think I'll put Arsenal as number 4. Mm-hmm. So my numbers will be Man City, I'll go to Tottenham, Chelsea, and Arsenal, which will be very close to Arsenal and Liverpool. So not very sure, but I'll stick with Arsenal for now because they're number 1 on the table. I don't want to put them number 6 and yet they're still number 1 on the table. They're on top for now. For now.
Okay. That's a very interesting prediction for the top 4. But do you really think Arsenal having 15 points before even they play today's game? You're giving them number 4.
Yeah.
So let's look at that list you have given us.
Yeah.
You've given us Man City as number 1.
Yeah.
Why do you think the team is going to be to remain unchallenged for this title again?
I think it's very straightforward.
Yeah.
Man City have strengthened.
Mm-hmm.
They have lost key players. They lost Raheem Sterling to Chelsea.
Yeah.
They lost Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Zinchenko to Arsenal. I think Arsenal is trying now to poach players from Man City. The second bench players from Man City. But I think the key thing is they have been able to replace well.
Man City, yes.
Bringing on Erling Halaand into the team, that has been the game changer.
Mm-hmm. And we have to talk about Haaland, really.
No, yeah.
That is a very, very big signing, a very good signing.
I think
he has been very, very phenomenal.
It's very close to call right now, and I know I'll be nailed for this maybe some time to come.
Yeah,
but trust me, trust me.
Yeah.
We might be talking about between 35 to 40 goals from Haaland.
35 to 40 goals.
35
this
to 40
has it ever happened?
Being recorded right now.
Has it ever happened in the Premier League? 35 to 40.
I think
in a season.
Things have to change, man. Look at the way Man City are playing.
Yeah.
They are playing to the strength of Haaland.
Yeah.
All the balls are now being channeled to him. What we saw from the previous team from Man City, they were playing with the strength of the different players, Sterling, and everyone could score and everything. So what we expect, most of the Man City goals that will be coming through, we expect these to be coming through Haaland.
Yeah.
We may not have goal scorers like Kevin De Bruyne or Foden or other players that we expect them to score. They may score once in a while, but the key thing, I think Haaland will hit 35 to 40 goals. Mark my word.
And that's one of the signings that they made this season.
Yeah.
Another signing is Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think is the impact of Jack Grealish?
They brought in Jack Grealish not this summer, but the previous window.
Okay.
I think we have not seen the Jack Grealish that we know about. The person who played very well for Aston Villa. I think because he's joined a team with very key players, so of course you have to fit in. I think there's that element of fitting in, and my main worry actually is that the team is too competitive for him right now, and I think he has really to up his game from whatever he saw last season to what he offered this season. But the other key person that they brought in this season was Alvarez. Yes. Mark my word again, he will score more goals than Sterling. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I'll be honest about it.
Yeah. So that's for our number one. Man City for our number one. So they're going to remain unchallenged. Will this make this league to be the Farmers League, the way you call it, or is it still competitive? If Man City remains unchallenged for the Premier League title,
I think it doesn't make the league in a way weak. It makes the league actually strong. First of all, you look at the type of players that the Premier League clubs have been able to attract this transfer summer. You have seen Newcastle bringing in Isaac for almost 60 million pounds or something close to that. That's a big signing coming to Newcastle. So you look at these other teams, every team is strengthening, breaking their records, and doing everything that they have to do to make sure that they remain in the Premier League. The Premier League itself is competitive.
Very competitive.
I think Man City have an edge. The fact that they have had Pep with them for more than 5 years right now, I think it has made them more stable. And by the fact that these other teams are trying to rebuild, teams like Arsenal have been rebuilding for the last 10 years. So our expectation is at least we are seeing something small coming from Arsenal now. Arsenal fans can gas up and say we have something interesting. But actually, even before we talk about the top teams, because I know we will always talk about number 1 and 2 and make a lot of guesswork there.
Yes.
Let's just take a step back and be very realistic. When I said that Arsenal will struggle to finish top 4, you looked at me and you're like, we are on top of the table. What will happen?
Why should you say that?
So
you can be jailed for that.
And my question, Vincent, is what makes Arsenal different from what we saw last season? They came close. Number 5. Close. They were close to qualifying to number 4. They were close to qualifying to number 4. But unfortunately, Tottenham was the better team. So what gives you that confidence that Arsenal this time round will not bottle up and they will be able to finish top 4?
That's a very, very good point to speak about. First of all, we have to look at the brief history that we have had this season. If you see, we have 5 games unbeaten already. 5 games unbeaten. Mark my words. That's a record that has not been broken by any other team this season. I mean, 5 straight wins. Let me just put it correct. 5 straight wins. That's a very good record. Arsenal has had a very good start. Even the preseason itself. The preseason was very good. So, number 1, looking at how we have performed, it says that we are title contenders.
Just to interject, I have a question. What teams have Arsenal played so far? Let's start. What teams have they played?
We played Crystal Palace. That's a very competitive. Competitive team. Fulham was very
promoted. Just promoted team. It's a promoted team. That's number 2.
But Fulham is very good.
You played a very weak Leicester. If I'm not very wrong, a very weak Leicester.
And then we played Bournemouth. And
a promoted team.
Bournemouth.
Let's go.
And then we have played against which one was that? We played against Aston Villa recently. Aston Villa is a very
fantastic. We have said all teams are strong.
Yes.
But look at it. Either the team is promoted or the team finished in the bottom half of the season or of the table. So I think Arsenal cannot really beat their chest and say that we have been strong on top of the table. Look at the teams that they have played so far. They have not played any of the top 4. They have not met Tottenham. They have not played even West Ham. Leave alone mighty Chelsea or Man City. So I think unless you just try and convince me from the people that you have brought in, what really makes this Arsenal great? We have seen some potential, but can they withstand 38 games plus
the pressure? So the record is one of the reasons that I think we're going to be number 1. We're going to take this thing. Arsenal fans out there, this is our season. Sit back and relax and enjoy the game. So number 2 is the kind of transfers that we have made. We bought 5 players. 5 players this season, and out of which 2 have been very critical to our success. If you look at Jesus has been very critical. He came and actually immediately blended in with the game. For Arsenal's playing style. He has been very phenomenal. He has had 3 goals so far, which is a very good record. And then if you look at Zinchenko, Zinchenko is a midfielder. A midfielder who has been very, very critical to Arsenal's success. And I like his playing style because he's able to change wings very easily, and he's a very committed player. So if you look at the kind of squad that we have brought in versus the people who have left, so we have really made very good changes. We lost Lacazette, who was doing some kind of pole dancing. I was not happy with his play. And then we let Pepe go. It was not my wish, but he went on loan. So you see, we have offloaded those players who are not very critical to us, and we have brought very good players, scorers, and the game has really changed. If you look at Arsenal's game, it's very, very sexy. I must say,
such a good term to use to describe this Arsenal. But I think people have been very critical about Arsenal, not because of the talent. They have top talent. You look at their team; they have very young players, talented players coming all across the youth system in the UK and everything. But my main question is, of course, age is a good thing when you have a young team. But you look at the game against Tottenham at the close of last season, where Arsenal bottled up, where they were to take over this. Do you think they have the mental maturity to carry out this pressure the entire season? Because looking at the team, you are playing the Europa League. Once we start the Europa League, you start traveling on Fridays and Saturdays. I don't know, on Thursdays. It will be quite a toll to these young players. What is the impact, do you think, because of the type of age distribution of the team? Do you think it's a challenge?
That's a very good concern, actually. When you look at the squad itself, is very young. Arsenal is a very young squad, except 1 or 2 players like Xhaka, who are maybe above 25. It is very true that experience is very important in football. But look at it again. The kind of football that is being played today is football of high energy. The question is, can you maintain that energy? I think, do you have a squad depth to maintain the kind of energy that we have right now? Look at you've talked about Europa League. We're going to play Europa League, and that's it. That's the only thing we have. We have Europa League, we have Premier League, and then maybe we are going to play FA, right? So we still have players. We have not played Marquinhos. We have not played Patrick Vieira, and we have under 23s. Arsenal has a very good academy. So I think we're going to maintain number 1, but for the sake of my security here, I'm going
for a month maybe. For a month maybe.
A month is long. Long enough. We are in September.
So I think by the fact that you're on top of the table, even if the season ends, I know most of your fans are saying let the season end at the moment.
Really.
So that we can now
actually, they're really calling out there. There's no need to continue because we have seen the winners.
So to wrap up around Arsenal, because I think you are very passionate about Arsenal, you can talk about Arsenal the entire day. I have some few questions and I want you, the first answer that comes to you. Who would be the player of the season?
Halaand.
No. For Arsenal. Yes. Player of the season from the Arsenal team. Who do you expect to be the spark?
I usually give Saka, but this time he has not been very, very good. So I'm going to have a very good season. I'm going to go with Odegaard.
How many goals do you think Jesus will score?
Jesus will score. He will score about 25 goals. 25 goals.
Okay.
It's very good. It's really
very
good.
Generous. You're very generous, man.
25 goals. So you talked about in top 4.
Yeah.
You talked about number 2 being Tottenham.
Yeah.
Why did you give them the second position? Tottenham have not been okay. They have been competitive, but last season they finished number 4. So why do you think they're going to move to position 2? And the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, you are giving them a position which is behind Tottenham.
I think in football,
Yeah.
we like to approach football from different perspectives.
Yes.
And looking at Tottenham, for the first time we have seen Tottenham strengthen. That means them going and purchasing some players for quality players.
Yeah.
They bought in Richarlison from Everton. That's a good signing.
Yeah.
Leave alone, they have already a very good striking partnership between Son and Harry Kane.
Yeah.
You look at it, they brought in some other players from the back, and they brought in anaitwa nani mwingine? Anaitwa nani?